Welcome to Unheard Bible Tales. Today we tell the story of Deborah. It begins under a palm tree where she sat between Ramah and Bethel judging Israel. They came to her for justice, for wisdom, for God's voice in human form. Her name was Deborah, prophetess, judge, mother of Israel. She didn't chase power, it came to sit at her feet. She called for Barak of Naphtali and said,
"The Lord commands you, go, take 10,000 men. He will deliver Sisera into your hands."
If you'll go with me, I'll go. If not, I won't.
Deborah's voice did not tremble.
"Then I will go, but the honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman."
Mount Tabor, 10,000 strong, and a prophetess leading the charge. The sky roared, the ground trembled. The Lord threw Sisera's army into confusion. Chariots jammed, soldiers scattered. Barak chased them down the valley, but Sisera fled on foot. In the quiet of the wilderness, a tent stood, and in it a woman, Jael. She welcomed Sisera, gave him milk, covered him in a blanket. He slept. She took a tent peg and a hammer in her hand, and drove it through his skull. He sank, he fell, he lay at her feet, dead. Then Deborah sang,
"When the prince is laid and the people rise, when courage burns and hope replies, let praises ring from shore to shore. Lift up your hands and praise the Lord. Hear this, O kings, pay heed, you men. I, Deborah, will sing again. I'll praise the Lord, the God Most High, whose power shakes both earth and sky. When you marched out from Edom's land, the mountains shook at your command. The clouds poured down, the heavens roared, creation trembled at the Lord. In Shamgar's day and Jael's too, the highways emptied, no one knew if peace would come or war would stay, until I rose to lead the way. Yes, I arose, a mother true, to rally hearts and call the few. When weapons failed and hope grew small, the Lord himself began to call. You who ride on donkeys white, with saddlecloths and garments bright, and you who walk along the road, remember how God's mercy flowed. Hear the voices near the spring, where warriors rest and maidens sing. They tell the tale the Lord has done, the victories his hand has won. Then Israel's people took their stand, they gathered strong at my command. Wake up, Deborah, the angels cried, rise up, Barak, take captives wide. The nobles came, their courage true, from Ephraim and Benjamin too. Samuel brought leaders bold, Machir came with hearts of gold. Issachar joined us in the fight, Barak led them in full might, but in Reuben's land hearts turned away. They pondered much but would not stay. Why, Reuben, did you hear the flocks instead of marching from your rocks? Gilead stayed beyond the tide, and Dan remained with ships to guide. Asher stayed along the shore, but others rose and went to war. Zebulun dared to risk their breath, Naphtali stood in fields of death. Kings of Canaan arose to fight at Tanakh by Megiddo's light. No silver plunder lined their hands, the Lord himself had made his swept them through, an ancient flood, their end in view. March on, my soul, be strong, be brave. The Lord will fight, the Lord will save. Then thunder roared beneath their states, their mighty horses met their deeds. Curse perils, the angel said. They watched but didn't help the dead. They would not rise, they would not fight. So bitter is their coward's plight. But blessed be Jael, bold and wise. The tent wife caught him by surprise. He asked for water, milk she poured. A feast for one soon struck by sword. Her hand reached out for hammer and stake. She didn't flinch, she didn't break. She struck his head, she split it wide. And Sisera fell, then sank and died. Through the window she leaned to see Sisera's mother anxiously. She stared and cried behind the screen. Why is his chariot nowhere seen? Her ladies answered, he's delayed because of all the spoil he's made. A woman or two for every man. They're claiming what they rightly can. Fine robes, they said, embroidered bright. Trophies taken from the fight. She's dressing now in royal thread, while Sisera lay still and dead. So let your enemies fall, O Lord. Let none escape the justice sword. But those who love you, let them shine like rising suns in perfect line. And so the land had peace again. The wars were still, the skies grew plain. For 40 years no sword was drawn, because a mother rose at dawn.
She didn't slay giants. She didn't split seas. She simply stood when no one else would. She judged with fire. She led with faith, and not a man could take her crown. This was Deborah.